What is up? On today's video, we will be learning how to make a quadratic graph. It's like a linear graph, except when you are squaring the input, it behaves weirdly. Alright, so let me get set up here. What do I do? Well, just for example, first of all, let's take the idea that the y value will be equal to the x value, but squared. The simplest quadratic. This is sometimes called the parent function. And we can make a table of values like we do. 0, 1, 2. This is the bedrock algebraic analysis. But then we'll take our ordered pairs from that and plot them on an xy graph. So, -2 squared. Now, this is very key. If you type this into your calculator, -2 squared, it'll say -4. That's not true. -2 times -2 is +4. What's going on? The calculator is actually squaring the 2 before the negative sign is applied. Now you might be thinking, Mr. Abden, all year long you said that the negative sign is attached to that number. Yes, but the exponent is even more attached. So in your calculator, you have to use parentheses. That will force the calculator to actually square -2, which then will spit out the correct number, which is 4. Okay, -2 squared is 4. -1 squared is -1 times -1 is 1. 0 squared, 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. And so now we can plot this. -2, bop, bop, comma 4. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, my scale changed from the y. Let me try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, and -1, comma 1, that is right there. 0, 0 is right there. And 1, 1, and 2, comma 4. All right. So if you fill in numbers in between, like -1 times -1, you get values along this curve, and this curve is called a squareula. Oh wait, no, it's called a parabola. Okay, so all squared functions have this shape. Now we can stretch it and squish it, flip it upside down, but they'll always do this. Why? Because when you put a negative number in and square it, you get a positive number. So now you can add more stuff onto this function. Let's say it was like x squared, but then minus 8x. Well, then you can see that, like, for this new blue function I'm making, x squared minus 8x, let's make a new graph. Let's put in 0, 1, 2. 0 squared is 0, minus 0 is 0, so that's interesting. It still goes through 0, 0. But now 1 squared is 1, minus 8. We're down at -7. Okay, and then 2 squared is 4, minus 16 is -8. Let's put 3 in. 3 squared is 9, minus 8 times 3 is... Should I do this right? No, I did not. The last one, 4 minus 16 is -12. Hubbard. 9 minus 24 is the next one. 15. -15. I gotta keep going. This is so interesting. More T-chart. 4 squared is 16 minus 32. That's -16. I think we finally turned the corner. 5 squared is 25 minus 40. Yeah, -15. Aha, we've turned around. So it went -15, -16, then back to -15, and after that it's going to go up. So 36 minus 48 is -12. And then, oh, I gotta keep going. We gotta get back to the positives. 49 minus 56, negative 7. And here's the moment of truth. 8 squared is 64 minus 8 times 8 is 6 minus 64 is 0. We're back to 0. And then if we go to 9, 81 minus 72, we're positive. What is 81 minus 72? 9. Sweet. So because of this squarer, you'll eventually turn around. If the squarer is positive, you'll eventually go up again. If the squarer, if you flip it by putting a negative sign in front of it, it'll be an upside down parabola. Okay, all that is background. Let's really get to what today's lesson is. It says sketch a graph of what you will do y equals x squared plus 2x plus 3. Now you can print out the assignment if you have a printer, but if you don't need one. You can sketch it on just a piece of paper. And you have to make a t-chart anyway. So mostly this assignment is about making a t-chart. So now the graph that they give you is kind of a clue to what numbers to put in. So on the assignment, it gives you a graph which has these numbers on it: 1, 2, 3, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 0's in the middle. So let's put in 2, but because there's negative numbers, instead of starting at the top, let's just put a 2 here. Okay, and now let's substitute it in. You can type this in your calculator: 2 squared plus 2 times 2 plus 3. See, what's new is we have 2 x's now. 2 places to put it. So when we put in a 2, put it in there, and we put it in there. See? And this is 4 plus 3, which is 8 plus 3 is 11. Did I do that right? So 211 is off our chart. So we have a choice. We can either check out 3. 3 squared is 9 plus 2 times 3 is 15 plus 8 is 18. So we get it even bigger. So we need to go the other way. So let's actually back it up to, let's actually put in the negative 3 and the negative 2 and the negative 1 and the 0 and the 1. So can I squeeze that in? Let's try. Okay, now, we talked about this a bit earlier. You have to use, switch colors again. I love switching the colors. Little nice window up in here. Alright, so you have to use parentheses around your negative numbers when you substitute them in, or else your calculator will give you the wrong answer. Ah, that's terrible. Wrong answer calculators. I hate those. Okay, negative 3 times negative 3, positive 9. That's the magic of quadratics right there. Positive became a negative became a positive. Hey bud, I'm working on a video.
Time
for breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right up.
Mommy told me to go get you.
Okay, tell her I'm working on a video. 9 minus 6 is 3 plus 3 is 6, so we put 6 in here. And now putting in negative 2. And that means negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Minus 4, because this is negative 4. And then plus 3, so 3. I'm going to do the 1s real quick. Negative 1 squared is 1. Minus 2 plus 3, 2. Ooh, 0, that's the funnest one to put in. 0 squared is 0 plus 2 times 0 is 0 plus 3, 3. And then, because of symmetry, I know that the next one's going to be 6. 6, 3, 2, 3, 6, 11, 18. And so now we can plot this. My boys told me it's breakfast time, so I got to wrap this up. -3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's a dot. -2, 1, 2, 3, there's a dot. -1, 2, there's a dot. 0, 3. Okay, this dot's in the wrong spot. 0, 3, and 1, 6, and there's our parabola. Yeah. Alright, give it a shot, give it a try, Google it, graphing quadratics. Good luck. Oh, take a picture of your assignment in Schoology and send it to me when you're done. Thanks. Bye.